Good morning. Happy on a Sunday. So I am definitely trying to get a little bit more, just if anything, like specific on videos and telling everybody, just my grind, my day to day, my wins, my pitfalls, my stresses, my hair. It's crazy, I know. Today was a good day. We have a condo down in Florida. The rental market down there has shifted dramatically to a point where last year I was getting rent on a 2-bedroom, 2-bath condo on a golf course. It's beautiful. My rent was $2,855. Okay, down in Naples. Huge growth, expansion, all the things, but it basically has shifted quite substantially, not in favor of a landlord. I do my leases on a sliding scale. This comes from an investor friend of mine who he basically does a tier system. He offers it up to a potential renter and says it like this: I want to give you options, and I like that. The options are you can choose your rent through 3 different systems. So for an example, my now rental tier is $19.95, $20.95, and $21.95, okay? So a renter can pick either one of those 3. Where the catch comes in is a security deposit. The security deposit is if you want rent at the lowest end, $19.95, you're gonna give me $4,000 to hold security deposit. If you want it at $20.95, you're gonna give me $3,000. And then if you want it at the highest rent price and the lowest security deposit, so $21.95, you would basically be giving me $2,000. At that point, I take that money, I put that into a high yield savings. I make a, almost 5% return. So it's not great. Why do I do that? Well, if you were a renter, would you break your lease and lose your $4,000? Probably not. Would you lose it for $3,000? Would you do it for 2? Maybe. Not always do people do the 4,000. I have a few that do and a few that don't. It is what it is. So to me though, that system in that tier, I like that. More than anything, it gives that renter the feeling of being in power and control. They get to determine what they want their rent value to be. Now, if they take care of my place, they don't break the lease, they're getting their money back. But if they don't, we know how that can go. It can amount to, anything, right? You break your lease, boom, gone. You mess the house up, the condo, right? Whatever it ends up being. If you do that, gone, or a portion of it. Let me just be, clear. It's not like, oh my God, you put a hole in my wall and that's $4,000. No, of course not. Within reason, of course, but it's a good way to do it. It's good for them and it's good for us. It's good for the renter. It's good for the landlord. That balance is, I think, really important. Somebody's going to take way better care of your place knowing that you're holding that type of money from them. They're not going to want to break the lease. So something to think about. That's it. Crazy hair don't care. Yeah.